Hello, welcome to the extra footage. I just finished my walk in the Spirit. If you want to see that video, you can find it here. Now I'm at a kind of a repeat location. This is the local university trails. I've not been on this specific trail ever before. There's like 6 miles of trails, something like that, around the university. 20 years ago, I explored some of it. Not too far from here. It's very possible I may have been on here 20 years ago, but definitely not been on here in the last year and a half doing videos. I actually was going to go to Osprey Point, that new place I found before Christmas, and then went there after Christmas. I went there, was wondering if I could get in because it's a long driveway in. Wondering if it was plowed. It was plowed, but when I pulled in, there was like, I don't know, 20 cars there. Well, maybe not 20, 15. And there was a Girl Scout troop there. I was like, oh, gotta go somewhere else. I've been wanting to come back here. Let's see. I've been wanting to come back here because I haven't spent a lot of time out here. So I was actually going to go to a second location, then I remembered, oh, this place, I should come back here. So sure, let's walk over here. People have actually walked down on that pond, but I'm not so bold. Maybe in a couple more weeks. Besides, they have signs on here, please stay on the path, so I don't want to do that. Let's adjust the camera just a smidge. Let's do another spin. It was kind of pretty in here. It's really loud over there, right next to the highway though. That's a sad thing about a lot of these trails. It's nice wooded areas, but then it's surrounded by highways. You know, it's, I guess, okay, you know, normally, but when you're doing videos, it can be really distracting. So again, this is the UWGB trails. I don't think they plow these, but so many people have been walking on it that's just beaten down. That's a pretty shot there. I love seeing trails, you know, straight line through the trees. Probably going to give a little extra footage today. We'll see what time it is when we get closer to the car. I think we're probably about 4 minutes. Like I said, I was over, this path goes, there's like a big loop over here. I was over there on the other side of those woods over there. But right next to the highway, and it was so loud when I was doing my video, I did not like that. I was going to keep going so that I'd have longer footage over here, but it was so loud I had to come this way. There was a connecting path, so I took that. Oh, it might be closer than I thought. Looks like I'm only about 2 minutes, if that. I don't know if you can see that. I'll probably zoom in with my editing software. Well, I could do it with my... I'll zoom here. I don't know if you see that wooden platform over there. That's where I was earlier. Well, I'll have my glove off. I'll pull out my phone and see the time. .248. Yeah, it's getting late, but not super late. I'll probably extend it. Just this again. So you're getting to the street. We're going to cross the street. This is where I started my Walk in the Spirit video, and then I went that way. So we're going to cross the street, and we'll do a little extra footage on the place we did walk before. So you only had a little sampling of the new trail. In a previous video, I think I finished a Walk in the Spirit coming down this way and started walking over here. And then somewhere over here, probably within 100 yards, I started my extra footage. So we'll go this way and do our extra footage today. Share a little grievance I have. I'm a little frustrated with Brown County Reforestation Camp. You know, I've done many videos out there outside the zoo, and before going out there last weekend, I contacted them on Facebook. What trails can I walk on during the winter? And then there's a volunteer group that helps them, you know, grooming the trails or clearing the trails or some kind of work out there. I asked them as well, and they said, well, you can walk on the ski trails but go off to the side. Now maybe I should have looked closer at their wording. Did they say to the side, where they literally mean off the edges? And then they didn't, the Brown County Reforestation Camp didn't respond at all. Well, they said, you can go on the snowshoe trails, we'll be back with you. I never heard them, so I went out there, and then when they saw my video, they didn't like it. So that's why you're not going to find my video posted in the playlist. And then this week, this is kind of cool. Let's back up so you can see this a little better. There's a little tiny stream here, and I found this before. I think this is a water comes up from the ground here. I forget what they call that. A spring. I think that's a natural spring, and then they kind of built it up with dug it out and put some rocks around it. Of course, some kind of wall here. Again, you're going to hear traffic because there's a road and highway nearby. Anyways, someone asked them a similar question this week on Facebook. And they said, oh, you can, they said, I'll get back to it in a moment. They said, oh, you can walk on the snowmobile trails. And then I was told, because I asked them afterwards when they started getting upset with me, they told me I can go on the snowshoe trails only and nothing else. So I brought up the map. I found one online where the snowshoe trails were. And I saw some of their trails were unmarked on their winter map for skiing, snowshoeing, or anything else. But there were trails there that were not marked for skiing or snowshoeing. So I says, well, I'm going to go on this one over here. And then they told me, you can't go on that one. That is a snowmobile trail. So then I just like pulled all my comments off there. I didn't want to I did not want to fight them. I don't want to get in trouble with them. I wanted to respect and honor them, but I was getting mixed messages. So I started Googling, can you hike on snowmobile trails? And the first hit, which is like a national site, says most of them you can. I liked walking through here before. This is one of my favorite places. It's just so loud with traffic here, but I love the rock face here. So then I Googled Brown County ski trails hiking, and then I found some forum from like 2012 where someone says, no, you cannot. And they gave a quote from Brown County. So I took that quote from Brown County and put that right into Google, and it brought me up, sure enough, to a specific Brown County snowshoe trail information. It said, you cannot walk or hike on snowmobile trails in Brown County. So it appears Brown County is one of the few that does not allow it. Most of the places in the United States, they do allow other winter sports on snowmobile trails, but not in Brown County. So when they said on Facebook, you could, I says, no, that's not true. Here is the Brown County website information, shared it. And it says, I also emailed them. They said I couldn't. I shared that. It's like, it's frustrating. It's just frustrating. And I also started contacting the local towns, because I like to go on the East River Baird Creek trail systems. Those are 2 trails, 1 system. But it goes through several towns. Green Bay, De Pere, Alloway, a couple others. And I discovered like a week, 2 weeks ago, that one of them was plowed, and I was given the understanding. This is really pretty in here. I love it in here. It's one of my favorite paths right here. Top 5 path right here. And I was given the understanding like 7-8 years ago that those trails were not plowed during winter. And then I discovered one of them was. So I started asking these towns, do you plow your trails? Most of them didn't respond. De Pere did. They says we don't do ours. Green Bay didn't respond. So Brown County didn't answer that question. They only answered the other one. But it appears a lot of people are going to be walking on these paths, plowed or no plowed. So, and then a friend of mine gave me some rubber cleats, and I wear those. I have no intentions to breaking ordinances or laws, so I just want to find out where I can go. Let's do a spin here. I like the scenery behind me. You're going to see it here in a moment. Like rock face. I did a video next to that rock face. A nice scene behind me there. Now there is a path up to the street here, and I'm going to investigate this since this is one of my favorite places. I want to know if there's a way to this much simpler and easier. It's been in my head, in my heart, how to get here quicker and easier. So here's this. I knew about this but never investigated this, so I'm going to go up to the street level, see where this comes out. I didn't wear my heavy shirt today. At first I thought I was gonna regret it, but I haven't. I've been warm enough. There's a sign. You see, they're telling you not to leave the path and stuff like that. All right. So there is a big sign here. I'll have to look on the maps how to get here, but I definitely plan on parking here and doing more walks. See, it's next to a gas station. Some geese flying away. Let's check out this here. Looks like there's no, just like kind of an overview. I'm warm enough. It's 31 degrees, 5 miles an hour wind. The last couple times I've been coming out at the same temperature, and I've been having to zip open my jacket. So I'm like, I'm not going to wear a heavy shirt this time. I'm going to go down these steps, but I'm going to do it carefully. I do not want to slip and fall. I went up that way. Make sure I have my gloves in my pocket. Yep. Hello. Just a little more. So we have a choice. We can go this way, which will make it shorter, or this way, make it a little longer. We're going to go this way. I just love this little stretch. It's one of my favorite places. And all the trails I've been doing in the last few months, this is one of my favorites. Beautiful in here with this rock face. Let's do a spin. I think I did the full spin. Oh, it's so beautiful. Gotta keep it on this angle so you can see the rocks. And the cedars in here are pretty too. If you want to see my previous extra footage in this area, I'll link to it here, but I don't think I was in this area. It was down over there. Okay, this leads up to the road also, but someone's house is there, but there's a fence next to the... So I'm going to check this out also. I don't want to go on private property. There's a fence there that prevents me. So we're up street level. There's really not a place to park here. Just want to see where it was. And again, there's that gas station down there. I'm guessing that some of the locals here come down through here. Now, as I was walking over here, I saw this blood in the snow. Unless someone like poured a... That looks like blood to me. That will extend it even further, but I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to start heading back towards the car now. Let's do a spin. I really love coming out here, folks. I really do. Alright, we're at a fork in the road. I'll do another spin. This is the path we saw when we were up there. I was thinking of heading back up there and going that way, but no, I'm gonna go this way and believe there's another path heading that way further down. At least I hope so. A lot of deer tracks. Yep, here's that trail. spin. You'll see a fork behind me as well. I wonder... No, that's fine. I'll go this way. I think that takes me to the car. Might be slightly shorter. That's okay. This will add maybe 2 or 3 minutes, if that. This is probably 4 minutes to where we cross the road. We're probably like, again, maybe 3 minutes from that spot. Another crossroads here. I'm actually going to take it, see where it goes. Let's do a spin. Obviously there's some kind of fenced area here, maybe an electrical spot or something. I don't know. It's definitely less used. I'm not on a nice hard-packed path now. Oh, looks like it's some kind of one of those space observatory things. I think that's what that is, where they can look up in space. That's what I'm guessing that is. Well, this is a university, so they probably want to put it away from the university lights. That makes sense. Let's see if there's a path over here. Maybe it's just a path around. Yeah, that's it. It's just a path around. They don't have a sign here saying what it is. Oh, I think these are snowshoe tracks I'm walking on. Yeah, and over here is the park. Some kind of, it was look like a soccer field or a football field. That's where I'm parked. So probably 2 or 3 minutes, folks. That's going to be it. Here. Here's the university. Looks like a baseball field. This might not be the same field. That's okay, there's probably another trail that takes me to the other field. If this is a different sports field, then that means our time is going to be a little longer. Looks like someone would walk through that way. But again, I want to stay on the trails because that's what they ask for here. I'm not one who wants to break laws or rules. Especially when I'm recording it. I think that's the trail up there that I was going to take. be the same field, I don't know. A lot of melted snow here. Here's the field, folks, so you can see what I'm talking about if you haven't seen it. We'll do a spin here. More melted snow. I'm just surprised by all the melted snow here. Something warmed this area up. Good thing I got those rubber cleats. Rubber cleats for the ice. Yep, I see cars over here, so I just have to go around the edge of this field, folks. So probably got 2 minutes, if that. Hope you enjoyed this video. Walked through some really beautiful area. Got to see one of my favorite trails. Usually I put those in my Walk in the Spirit videos. So it actually got to make it into one of my hiking videos, so that's good. We'll see you again soon, Lord willing, folks. Probably another 90 seconds or so. Bye. Here's where we stood. And I actually pointed down this way. And we went up that way. So we made a full loop in our video. We went up that way. Looks like I can park on the street, but I'd rather not. But this parking lot was not plowed out, so if it gets worse, I won't be parking there. Now that I'm in the open, I'm cold. Wind is getting to me. You might hear the wind now. But I'm almost to my car, so